Score streaks, and more score streaks. Should they be banned from competitive? Welcome back to the channel, I'm Kith, and today we're going to talk about the best score streak combinations you can use for COD Mobile. I'm going to give you a lot of setups you can use if you're a beginner, hunting for nukes, and some setups from Garena Pro players, since rank doesn't have much rules like Mobile Mayhem for North America and Europe. We're going to go through each setup and I'll tell you who can use it, why you should use it, and some perks you might want to pair up together with the perk combination mentioned. If you want more of this kind of content, help us reach today's goal of 2,000 likes for this video. It really helps out this video to get seen by more people, so thank you very much for your support. We just hit 40k subs and we're almost halfway to 100k, so thanks for subscribing. For the first setup, we're rocking the UAV, Shock RC, and Care Package, and we're calling this the beginner setup. This is perfect for players who are new to COD Mobile or for players who are struggling to put up score streaks inside the game. All of these require low points, with the Care Package requiring 550 points to get. UAV is practical, so you can give your team info on enemy location, Shock RC as your rush buddy, and finally the Care Package, so we can get a random score streak. That might even get us anything from an XS1 Goliath, Cluster Strike, or even a VTOL gunship. You might want to pair the Care Package with the Engineer perk in order to reroll Care Packages to get another random score streak if you didn't like the initial drop. The next combination we have is UAV, Shock RC, and Counter UAV, and this is for Nuke Hunting. This is for players that are hunting for nukes inside multiplayer, and these 3 low and useful score streaks can be used to help us get 20 kills in a row without dying. UAV, because of course we need to know where enemies are, Shock RC to paralyze players and get us 1 or 2 free kills, and the Counter UAV obviously to activate whenever enemies have a UAV up in the air or just to annoy them while they're roaming around the map. With this combination, you can run Quick Fix as your green perk because you have Counter UAV. This is what HYPERX used to run when he went for nukes inside of rank. The normal UAV is nerfed, but it's still pretty useful for knowing the enemy location. I rewatched the recent COD Mobile Garena Invitationals and got this setup from them. UAV, Shock RC, and Predator Missile. These layers, or the players who roam around to get frags, usually have this setup. UAV to provide information for their team, Shock RC for a rush buddy, and Predator Missile for area denial, clearing out areas, or to take down XS1 Goliaths from the enemy team. I see Godsley using this when playing ranked, and this is what I use nowadays when I'm playing respawns as well. A really useful combination for people who want score streaks they can use to support their team while being able to cycle their score streaks if they play really well. If you're going to rewatch the previous Garena tournaments, NRX Crush always has these score streaks equipped because he usually runs around the map and disrupts the enemy rhythm and rotations. DG Clove also runs this with his KRM 262, running around providing entry for his teammates while occasionally wiping out the whole opposing team. If you don't want to worry about score streaks too much, have these 3 staples equipped and you're good to go. If you're liking the content and you want more in the future, consider hitting the like button, following me on Twitter, or joining our Discord server, all linked down below. Another combination I noticed that pros used in the tournament is either Predator or Sentry, and combine that with Goliath and Cluster Strike. Like I mentioned in the previous combination, Pred is used for clearing out areas with enemies and taking out enemy Goliaths. Sentry guns are used for area denials, forcing the opposing teams to rush another way or put in power positions to take out enemies in the open. The XS1 Goliath is not only used to hold power positions but also used to occupy hardpoints, as shown here by NRX in the early rounds of the Garena Invitational. Cluster Strikes are used for clearing out hardpoints or domination flags, as well as for area denial in certain parts of the map. You can also place them on top of enemy spawns like in Nuketown or Crash Domination and trap the enemies there. Since pro players die a lot in respawn game modes and rarely we get to see a 10 kill streak, by default they turn into using Persistence together with Hardline. UAV, Shock RC, and Hunter Killer Drone or Shield Turret. You won't be able to use a VTOL or a Pred Missile in a real ranked match or scrims, so obviously for S&D, you're gonna want to use the lowest score streaks possible so we can use it in case we get enough points to get score streaks. Together with the UAV and Shock RC, it's up to you to decide between the Hunter Killer Drone or the Shield Turret. You can let the hunter-killer drone fly and hunt your enemy, or use the shield turret to hold a position, or use it as a decoy to confuse your enemy, especially if you're on the attack side of the round. With ranked selection available in COD Mobile, just change your SCORESTREAK combinations whenever you want to play Search and Destroy and you'll be good to go. This combination will be composed mainly of SCORESTREAKs you can use against other SCORESTREAKs, or as I call it, the AntiScorestreak SCORESTREAK Club. The counter UAV is for whenever you hear the enemies activate their own UAV or advanced UAV for that matter. The SAM turret if you'd rather carry a pistol or a melee weapon as your secondary and you don't want to worry about taking down SCORESTREAKs, just place this down somewhere safe and you'll be good to go. It'll take down aerial enemy SCORESTREAKs for you while you roam around and slay enemies. For the last one, EMP systems disables all enemy electronics including their HUD, the ultimate anti-SCORESTREAK SCORESTREAK that you can use to end all SCORESTREAKs. It will be up to you if you want to use persistence for this one, but with how easy it is to shoot down SCORESTREAKs by using the FHJ, some of these won't be worth it, but perfect if you're playing support together with the team. For the last one, we have the hunter-killer drone, sentry gun, and the stealth chopper. We'll call them as the AI killers. As mentioned before, the hunter-killer drone can get you 1 or 2 kills if you're lucky. All you do is just let it fly and find its own target. I myself don't even see the enemy hunter-killer drone sometimes, I just die from it. Sentry gun again to deny enemies from certain lanes of the map, or you can place it in between the objective and the enemy spawn to prevent them from getting close. You can also put it on top of power positions to increase your overall control of the map. And lastly, the stealth chopper, although I don't understand why people use this a lot where I play because of how easy it is to take down with 2 shots of FHJ. Anyway, you can put the stealth chopper on top of an area you want to control, and it does the job and kill enemies for you, or do the job of distracting them while you take on the objective or regain map control. These SCORESTREAKs are all run by the game's artificial intelligence, so there might be rare times where it won't get the kill or it won't work properly. I might not have mentioned the Dragonfire because it's a very niche SCORESTREAK. You can use it to reveal enemy locations and you can see people through the walls if used correctly. Perfect for breaking hardpoints. The advanced UAV is more for competitive matches or scrims to give your team constant information when it comes to enemy movement. The normal UAV is perfectly fine if you can predict where enemies go whenever it scans for enemy location. The napalm strike does what a predator missile and a cluster strike do, but for a longer lasting effect, kinda like a large scale Molotov, and put smoke on the map. And while the VTOL is still used in competitive matches, it is nowhere as powerful as it used to be, and it can be taken down with 2 FHJ hits. That's it for today's video. Make sure you like the video to reach our goal of 2,000 likes for today. If you have any content suggestions you want to see in the future, you can comment right here or drop it on my Discord server link down below. For today's question, I want to know, what do you want to happen for Season 4 of COD Mobile? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.